And good afternoon or good evening, folks. Good evening. What we got? We got to turn this down here. Got an open mic. All right, where's the open mic here? Okay. Where do I have that? Here we go again. Here we go again. We got. Okay, testing. It was from the phone again. I didn't have the I didn't have the ear plugged in all the way. Good evening, folks. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on Rumble Studios. At Fireman Rich over there on X. And I feel a little rushed. It hasn't been a long day, huh? No, it's just doing everything at once. I sort of got behind finishing up the notes here for tonight's Let's Talk Football, going over last week's games and looking at week 7. Week 7 starts tomorrow. We're on week 7. And good evening, Tina. Good evening, Tina. Yeah, lots of laughs there. That's typical of me. But welcome to the broadcast here. We're broadcasting on Rumble, Locals, YouTube Live, Twitch, Facebook, Kick, and also X Live. And X is where I have my mainstay there as far as that goes. And but it's good to be here. I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. We started out this morning with the morning coffee, and that went pretty good. And then went out shopping with the missus, and had a good. We had a fair time, I guess. We had a good. Good.
I got a bargain and a half.
You got a bargain and a half. We went to BJ's there today, so we were going to go next week, but I guess spur of the moment was asked, "Do you want to go?" I said, "Yeah, let's go." And what was that? $3 for a pair.
$3 for a pair of Croc pants.
Croc pants for, and what do they normally cost?
Probably $25.
$25 for $3. So I got this. I got a new.
Can't buy something brand new at the thrift shop like for that price. Can't buy something used for that price.
So we had a good day today. I guess I just feel a little rushed. I got home. I did play some PUBG Battlegrounds. Yeah, wow, that's what I said. I got this for $16. I needed a new one, so I got one with a hoodie. This is like from the old days there. I found a gray one. The only thing is it has a gold. Let's see, it's a gold zipper and stuff. But I got the gray hoodie back again. So had one back in the day. So I saw this other one, It had a price tag of $80 on it, and I'm like, what? And it was a nice throw over, good for running, I thought. And the girl came over and she says, "Can I help you?" I said, "Well, how much is this?" This says $80, and she scanned it. So it's only $16, and I'm like, "What's this?" "Oh, don't pay attention to that." It's like, okay. Oh, that would have been the price if I would have bought it at a regular store. No, this is at BJ's, Tina. This was at BJ's today. We made our. I think it's been almost a month since we've been there, but they have the clothes there in the middle and stuff like that. So we got a pretty good deal on clothes and stuff like that. And what else did it look at? Did we get something else? I got some I got. Oh, that's right. The missus found a button-down shirt, untucked shirt that looked pretty nice. Yeah, and that was like, how much was that? $10. It's like, okay. Oh, my daughter loves. Yeah, I love the clothes. You know, I don't usually buy clothes, but when I saw this, it's like, wait a minute. I don't like. I'm not a clothes guy. I don't buy clothes and stuff. I just case, black T-shirts or blue jeans and sneakers and stuff like that. And I got to buy a suit here in 6 months. But anyway, we're getting off the track here. We're here to talk about football, folks. Good, got Christmas gifts. Yeah, okay, exactly. It sounds like a morning coffee broadcast, but we're here to talk about football. There's been some exciting news here this last week. We'll go over that. I tweeted or posted on X one of the, I guess, major trades that took place this week on Tuesday, and but I just right up to the wire here. That's why I was a little late getting my notes straight. Let's go ahead and check the tote board here as far as if that's working. And yes, it is working. And so let me get rid of the thing. We got the whiteboard up for Let's Talk Football, and so that's working, which is good. And but I just compiled all the notes and stuff like that, and the chart is that chart. And it's just the fact, I think that what threw me off is we have to reinsert Captain Rehab into the weekly. He's not being counted, though I'll show his numbers. He's not going to be counted in the overall. He'll be in the 8th slot because he's missed 2 games, so that knocks him out in the overall. But he still can play in the weekly. And you and me didn't do too good this past weekend, Tina. We switched places. I was last week, and you're last this week and stuff. We'll go over it. It's all in good fun, though, as far as the picks and stuff. The games overall this past weekend, I don't know. They tried to make an exciting game of it as far as Aaron Rodgers playing the Buffalo Bills and stuff like that. It's the first game they played since they fired their coach last week, and so let's get right into let's see what we got here first of all. We'll go into week 6. 6 is last week's scores as far as that goes. Most people will know about the scores already, but we're going to go over them nonetheless. San Francisco beaten last Thursday. They had no problem taking the Seattle Seahawks. I'm not sure who I picked, but Seattle was I watched that game. It was a good game, very good game. I'm doing bad because I can't watch Sunday football. Yeah, you can bring up the box scores and watch it that way, Tina. You don't really need to look at it. It's just but Sunday night the 49ers won 36-24, and then the Jaguars, they're on their losing ways there Sunday. That was over there, and they're over there again. I think do they camp out over there? Are they the only they were there last week, and they're there again. It's a 9:30. It was a 9:30. Well, they were there this last week. They're here again this upcoming week. 6 and 7. They're over there. So do they stay over there? Do they practice over there? That'd be interesting to find out. But the Jaguars lost to the Bears. Bears look pretty strong and confident. The Cardinals went into Green Bay, but they lost to the Packers. Packers, they are a good team. Buccaneers trounced, literally trounced the New Orleans Saints. So that raised some eyebrows right there, mine included. It's like, what? 50 over the Saints, and that's at home for the Saints. Eagles beat the Browns, which is no surprise because the Browns, they're not really up there. Commanders, they made a good show of it against the Ravens. I watched that game. I thought that was the best game of all last week. And some people say, well, the Cowboys game was the best game because the Cowboys, no, the best football game that I saw, I think, because both teams were equal. The Commanders are definitely a team that is going to do good, and as far as that goes. And so, okay, Tina, yeah, it happens. The Ravens, they weren't as scary as they were when they played against the Bills, but they still won 30-23. Texans, of course, they beat the Patriots, no problem there. Texans are a good, strong team. I think they're going to be tested this week. I'm not sure who they're playing this weekend. We'll be going over that. Colts and Titans, that was a shocker. I thought the Titans would win that, but Joe Flacco, he is getting it done for the Colts. I think with him and Aaron Rodgers representing the old men as quarterbacks, I think Joe Flacco is probably doing a better play. Well, some will say this last game that even though the Jets lost, he played better than he has in the last couple of games. Chargers and Broncos. Chargers surprise win there. I thought the Broncos would win that. Broncos lost. And Chargers won 23-16, 32-13. Steelers winning against the Raiders, and I guess this weekend there might be a quarterback change. I've been hearing some talk about that. Falcons and Panthers, that was a no-brainer, but Panthers, they did get 20 points, but Falcons won 38-20. Now the Cowboys, this was an embarrassment for the Cowboys, I think. America's who? It's not America's team if they're losing like that. Detroit Lions are playing pretty strong. Another shellacking game there. Bengals and Giants. I'm surprised the Giants got a touchdown, but Bengals 17-7 won. And then Monday night, the Jets and Buffalo Bills. I think the Bills could have played better. This is a very sloppy game. Okay, and I'm a Bills fan. Bills could have done a lot better. The Jets have a good defense. Okay, their offense is lacking a line, I think, because they had multiple sacks on Aaron Rodgers, and but they're getting another piece, I guess, with the trade they made with. Who did they make the trade with? I can't. Well, we'll go over that as far as if we got time on the articles and stuff. So those are the scores from last week, and what that brings us to is how does that all fare as far as after week 6? Well, there's definitely some changes in the power ranking. So we're going to go to the power ranking, and for the overall power ranking from CBS, week 7 power rankings. Cowboys are America's mess now. Not America's team, they're America's mess. Cab Williams, Bears joined the top 10. So this past week, the Chargers, they went up 6 and the Cowboys went down 8. So the top 10 in the power rankings, you still got Kansas City Chiefs and at 1 and Vikings at number 2. They're both 5-0. Be interested to see if either one of those teams will be 5-0 after there. Number 3, they deserve this. Texans. They're up there they're 5-1. I think Detroit Lions should probably be up there ahead of them because they're 4-1. I'm sorry. So, but the Texans, they have the better record. So, but right behind them, the Lions, number 4. Number 5 is the Ravens, which is good. Packers are number 6 at 4-2. 4-2 for the Bills. Falcons are 4-2, and Chicago is 4-2. Buccaneers are 4-2. I think the Buccaneers, after that trouncing, if it was college, they'd probably be up ahead of the Falcons because they're leading their division, I believe. We'll go over the divisions. 49ers drop out of the the top 10, but the 49ers, don't count them out. It's still early, even though this is week 6. We have 18 weeks of football, folks. So they're still, and they're 3-3, so they're 500. They can still come back. The team that I expect to see a little bit more of is the Washington Commanders. They gave up a lot of big plays on defense in the loss to the Ravens, but that has been a season long. That's been a season long issue. So, but Jay Daniels couldn't overcome it against but he gave it a good try though. Where are we at here? Get back up here. So Washington's number 12, Steelers are number 13. Possible quarterback change this weekend. Russell Wilson might be playing the quarterback. We'll see. He said something in the talking heads on Sports Center there that they're seeing something in practice, and so we'll see. They got two good. I think Russell Wilson will be interesting to see him play. If he doesn't play up to par, pull him and put just switch quarterbacks. Coming up number 14, the Chargers, and then the Eagles. Seahawks, they dropped 4. You can see Washington dropped 6 because of that loss too. I forgot to look at the drops here. Let's see. Yeah, everybody went up, and then the first drop comes to Washington there as far as that goes. They dropped 6 spots as far as that goes. And let me get this. Let me zero that out. Let's zero it out here, boys. Oh, there we go. Okay. And you can see Cowboys and the Broncos, Jets, number 19, number 20 is the Saints. They dropped. Colts went up 1. Bengals went up 2. Cardinals are at 23. They went down 2. Giants went down 1. Raiders are still the same. Rams are the same at 26 and 27. And Miami, you can see the ranking. The Patriots and Panthers bring up the rear. And those are the power rankings. And I think they're pretty much where they should be. As far as our divisional races, which the division play comes into play. And as you can see, the divisional in the AFC East, Bills are still in first place. And I think they're going to win that division. I really feel they can win the division. Dolphins will probably drop. Jets might come in and give the Bills a run. But I think overall, there's nobody really stronger than the Bills in that division. So division-wise, I think it's safe to say the Bills have that. They're expected to win. The AFC North, that's a little bit differently because you have the Ravens, Steelers, and Bengals all in contention. Even though the Bengals are 2-4, don't count them out. We'll see in the next 4 or 5 games how these 3 teams play. But I think the Ravens are definitely back on track. The AFC South, the Texans, it's their division to lose. The Colts will make a run for it. The Titans and Jaguars at this point, not holding my breath on them because they're both 1-4. Can they come back from that? I don't know. AFC South, Kansas City Chiefs, they're expected to repeat. Will they repeat? I don't know. They're right at the top. I still say that it's going to be Kansas City and 49ers probably. Chargers, I don't know. We'll see. I thought that about the Broncos, but they're right there in the middle. They're still above 500. So this is going to be an interesting division right here for those 3. Raiders, I don't count them. Over in the NFC, let's see. Let's go down to the NFC. Here we go. Actually, I should use the scroller right here. NFC East, Washington Commanders are 4-2. If they keep on winning games, they're going to win that division. The only team that probably will give them a run right now will be the Eagles, which they're still sorting things out. Cowboys and Giants, big question marks with them, especially the Cowboys. Now, the NFC North, very powerful division. You look at it, it's the only division that everybody is over 500 play. So Packers, Bears, and Lions. They're nipping at very closely the Vikings. So this is a Premier League where you have the most wins and probably the best football that's been played so far are from these teams. Vikings 5-0. We'll see what happens this week 7. NFC South, it's between the Falcons and Buccaneers right now because the Saints, I don't know, Buccaneers just trounced them, and that was a divisional game this last week. So Falcons, they have Cousins. I think they can still fly. The Dirty Birds will still be at the top. But it'll be interesting to see how the Buccaneers and Falcons, those are the two strongest teams, as you can see. And then NFC West, everybody thought that was going to be a solid lock for the 49ers, but as you can see, the Seahawks are right there. Cardinals, they still have a shot at. Rams, I don't know. They're like the Giants. There's a big question mark with them. So there's our divisionals as far as that goes. Now, week 7 games, we'll go over those starting tomorrow. We're in week 7, and we have a slate of games starting tomorrow night with Denver going into New Orleans. And I haven't made my picks yet. I don't know if you made your picks yet, Tina. I do have picks in for Brian, Captain Rehab. He gave me his this morning, and I also have win picks for Brian. Yeah, Tony, Brian, and Captain Rehab. I haven't made my picks. I'm going to make my picks tonight on tonight's broadcast. So I don't know if you want to make your picks, Tina. We'll be doing that next here after the schedule. Let's see the tomorrow night, Denver. I think that's going to be a pretty good game. They're two good teams. Okay, you'll make your team. Okay, we'll make our picks tonight. The game that's in question, I think it's going to be a little bit wonky, is Sunday morning. New England. Who is that? Buggy. That's Bug. It's Bug's got her ball. Come here, kitty. What's going on? She feels lonely. The Sunday morning, early morning game there. Come here. What's wrong? Come here. You want a pat? Come here. Come here. It's okay. You're a good kitty. Come here. I pet you. You're a good kitty. Is it too quiet for you? Huh? You're a good girl. Come on. You want to come up here? Okay. She doesn't want to come up. The early Sunday game in London, I think it's a do-nothing game. It's between the Jaguars and New England. They're at the bottom of the divisions. It doesn't matter. It's in London. Okay, if those people over in London, it's a chance to see some two crappy teams play. But I don't think I'm going to waste any time watching this on NFL Network. But Sunday morning at 9:30, there is a broadcast. It's Tony D's Belt Kings Fantasy Football. And let me put up his down there in the lower left corner. You can see that's Tony D at Tony Ton 163. That's his X account number or account name. And then we have he's at 10:30, and then right after that at 12 o'clock, you have the Nonsensical Network with Unnecessary Roughness with Glick and his gang at Nonsensical Non 2. So they give you a little bit more in depth with the players and all that. Tony's Belt Kings Fantasy Football, of course, is about fantasy football, and Glick's football is in depth. I like the way he does it because he gives a little college from the Saturday before, and I'm starting to get into the college thing. I'm slowly becoming a Penn State guy. What do we got here? Oh, okay, we got Ted's picks too. Okay, we got Ted picks, so I'll be busy plugging those in tomorrow. So those are the other two football broadcasts on Sunday, starting before the games start 1 o'clock. But they're good broadcasts. I have a blast. I love being on Tony D's Belt Kings Fantasy Football. It's the 3rd season he's had it. Glick I think this is his 1st season with Unnecessary Roughness. His 1st season for this broadcast, even though I had broadcasts before just haphazardly, it's more structured now as a broadcast. Okay, so let's see. Going into the games, the real games on Sunday. Seattle is at Atlanta. That should be a good game. Tennessee at Buffalo. In Buffalo, they need to kick their butts. Cincinnati and Cleveland. There's a rivalry right there. I'm not sure who I want to pick because you know who I want to pick, the favorite and stuff like that. And then the other good game. This is going to be a really good game. Houston Texans going into Green Bay. Okay, the two good teams. Miami going into Indianapolis. I think Miami, I don't know. They were looking strong, but they're not looking all that great here the last week or two because of the injury to their quarterback and some other issues. So the other good game, and this is at 1:00. These are all 1:00 games that I'm talking about. Detroit and Minnesota. That is going to be a powerhouse game right there because I think Detroit can take Minnesota, but Minnesota can also, I think that's a divisional game there too. Philly and New Jersey, that's just a tad above the do-nothing game of New England and the Jaguars. That's in New York or in New Jersey, actually. That's over there in the state where Tina lives at. It's a New York team that plays in Jersey. Las Vegas, this is a do-nothing game right here. Las Vegas and LA Rams. I don't know what to say. That's a 4:00 game. Got the Carolina against Washington. Washington should win that game. Carolina's just sorry. 4:00. And then the big game for the 4:00 games is this one, Kansas City, San Francisco. So we got 1, 2, 3, actually 3 powerhouse games. And then 8:20 game Sunday evening on NBC. You have New York Jets playing Pittsburgh. And I expect Pittsburgh to win that game. I don't know. We'll see. That's a game where Russell Wilson is supposed to be playing. And we'll see what happens. There's two Monday Night Football games. That's the Baltimore Ravens and Tampa Bay. There's the fourth big game right there as far as this week. And then the other one is LA Chargers against Arizona. It's an okay game, but I'll be watching the Baltimore Tampa Bay on ESPN, and I think that's on ABC. So those are our games right there. And let's see, what else we got after the bye week this week? Chicago and Dallas. Dallas needs a bye after they're getting their trouncing. Before we go to the picks, here's the tote board. You ready for this, Tina? It's not pretty for you and me. Here we go. This is just for week 6, okay? Week 6. And the tote board says we have Michael is back at the top again, and we're Ted at 10-4. They both had some good picks. Brian came up. He was a big winner last week, but he dropped to 3rd for this week. This is just for this past weekend. This isn't overall now. Tony, he's right there in the middle. We had 9-5 for him. And then Captain Rehab, after a 2-week return, he comes back with a 9-5. I think I was fortunate to get to 8-6, given the picks I made. And Tina, you did okay. Ted Hicks, hey, my friend, how you doing? I just seen it. I'm sorry. I'm concentrating on my thing here. I got your picks there, Ted. So coming in from YouTube on the YouTube side. Let me see that. Do I have that up? Let's see. Yep. Okay. We do have it on YouTube. Okay. Yep. I see your. Okay, Ted. My picks are in your box. Yep. I got them, Ted. I got them. Okay. There's your comment. Hey, Fireman Rich. My picks are in your. Yep. I saw that before coming online here and stuff. We're going to go into the picks here for. I have not made my picks. I haven't really looked at the other picks, so I haven't plugged them into the thing yet. So we're going to go ahead and let's see. Let's bring this over here. And thanks for. Are you going to be available to come up tonight? Can I invite you up after we make our picks? if you like, if you're available. I'm not sure if you're available. Think about it, and let's see. Let's bring up the picks here. Let me turn this thing back on here on the production, so you know where I'm at. Post on X and have fun. Posts are my own. Okay, so we're going to go into the picks. Let's see. Just so you know, the overall, Tony, let's see. I have the listing here. Where's the listing? Let me show you the overall before we go to the picks. Where's the overalls? What did I have? I had it here. Where was it? Stand by for a minute. I thought I had it. Where the hell is it? There's a tote board. There's that. Huh. I didn't have it on here. Okay, hang on for a minute. Let me just make an entry here real quick. I do have it over here on this tab. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I can show you the overall. I don't have a chart, but I have the numbers. Let me get this here real quick. Where is it? Okay, there we go. Before we go into the picks, this is how we stand overall. Let me go ahead and let me do this editing real quick like here. Let's see, we'll get that there. Let's see, we want font 16. Will that work? Tab. Okay, so for the overall, this is how we stand for the overall. And you can see Tony is in first place overall. We have a total of 92 games that have been played. Tony has 57 wins, 35 losses, and right behind him, by 2 games, is Michael Bathurst, and then right behind Michael Bathurst is Ted Hicks at 54 wins and 38. He's like one, so they're real close. And then the next tier, CBS and Brian are both at 49 and 3. I'm at 45 and 47, and Tina's just a couple games behind me. Captain Rehab, he's the 8th. He's going to be in the 8th slot. Overall, he's missed 2 games, but he has a total so far of 30 wins and 32 losses. So that's pretty close to almost 500. He's not going to be I'll keep tab as overall, but you can't make up two weeks if you haven't. And I'm not going to take games that have already transpired. So if you miss a week, we could probably do something about it. But Captain Rehab missed 2 weeks. So, but we'll keep him on just the overall total. So that's the overall total there on the thing. And so let's get to the picks. And because we're right at, 35 minutes. So we're right at 35 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and do the picks here for Tina and myself. Let's see. I'll bring that down here, get that set up. Okay, our first game, Denver and New Orleans. Let me see something here. Let me bring up something else here. Before you make the picks, Tina, I'll just let you. Let's see. That's Seattle. No, that's not here. Hang on for a minute. Let me do one more thing here, because I do have the odds. I gotta put this on. I gotta transfer some information from one card to the other. Okay, here we go. So we have that information. Okay. Denver at Broncos. Denver's favored by 2.5 over New Orleans. And I'm going to go ahead and pick. I'm picking Denver. I'll be picking Denver, the favorite. Tina says Denver also. Okay, Tina, thank you. Very good. Quick on the typing there. Very good, girl. Next game, I think you're going to take New England. This is the London game. New England Patriots are favored by 5.5 over Jacksonville. I'm taking New England, and I'm sure Tina will be taking New England. Tina says Patriots. Okay, taking New England. Okay. Yep, we're both on the same page there, Tina. Okay, next game is going to be Seattle Seahawks at Atlanta. Atlanta's favored by 3. I want to take Atlanta, but you know what? I'm taking Atlanta. I'm going to go ahead and take Atlanta. I'm going to take the points. I'll take the spread. I think they're at home too. And Tina's taking Atlanta too. Okay, Tina. Tina's taking the. Oh. Okay, there's that one. Taking Atlanta. And Tina is taking Atlanta as well. Next game is going to be Tennessee Titans and Buffalo. I'm taking Buffalo, of course. Buffalo's the only New York team I'm going to be taking. Taking Buffalo, and Tina says she's taking Tennessee. She's okay. She's been consistent with Tennessee. So Tennessee. And next game, let me get this back here. Okay, next game is going to be, this is the Battle of Ohio. You got Cincinnati and Cleveland. Cleveland's favored by 6.5. I'm taking Cleveland. Or no, I'm taking Cincinnati. I'm sorry. Cincinnati, I think, is the stronger of the two teams. And Tina says, I think she'll take Cincinnati. And Tina says, oh, Cleveland, really? Okay, you're brave. Tina's brave. Cleveland. Okay. Cleveland. You got it. Okay. Let's see. Gotta straighten this all out here. No, I don't want that. Let's bring that back. Okay, next one is Houston at Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by 3 points. I want to take Green Bay, but I'm going to take Houston. I'm going to take Houston. And Tina says Green Bay. Yep. Okay. Green Bay. Next game, Miami and Indianapolis. That's being played in Indianapolis. Indianapolis is favored by 3.5 points. I'm taking Indianapolis. And Tina says she's taking Indiana too. Okay. Indiana. Tina. And let's see. We'll bring that back here. Okay, next game is going to be Detroit at Minnesota, 2.5 points. Minnesota. I think Minnesota's going to lose. I'm going to take Detroit. I think Detroit can win that. I'm going to take Detroit. And Tina says Detroit and at Minnesota. Minnesota Vikings are favored by 2.5 points. Detroit. Okay. I thought you were a Minnesota person. Okay, let's see. Our next game will be Philadelphia Eagles at the New York Giants. You know what? I want to take the Giants, but I don't really like the Jets. I'm not having any real faith in either one of those teams. So you're taking Philly. I'm going to take Philly too, Tina. I'll go with the Eagles. PHI for Philly, and Tina's in for Philly as well. PHI. Okay, for the 4:00 games, we have. We bring that back there. Okay. Las Vegas Raiders At Los Angeles Rams. The Rams are favored by 6.5. I'm going to take the Rams. I'm going to take the favorite team. They're in L.A. L.A. Rams. And Tina takes the Rams as well. Okay, L.A. Rams. Bring that back. L.A. Rams. L.A. Rams. Our next game, Carolina at Washington Commanders. I think that's a given. I'm taking Washington. They are favored by 7.5 points. I'll be taking the Commanders. And Tina says Commanders as well. Okay, that you will get. Okay, we'll stand by. Standing by. So there's only really four good games that I pointed out. This past week, though, there wasn't really all those any real great games. So there's more this week than there were last week. I can't even think of a game last week that was really that good. I focus mostly in Buffalo. Full disclosure, I am a Buffalo Bill fan, but I'm also a New York Giant fan, and I like the Jets. Can't say I'm a fan of the Jets, but I didn't really care for the Jets for a long time. I'm coming back to them now. I think some of the stuff that's been going on there, especially with their quarterback, I'm not liking it. They've always had a quarterback problem, and so I don't really have that faith like I tried to have last year. But Zach Wilson, he took over after Aaron Rodgers went down. And Rodgers, you look at his numbers, they're the same as what Zach Wilson was last year, and he got raked over the coals. So why isn't Aaron? Okay, we're back. Okay, continuing with our picks, we have the next game is Kansas. This is a retake of a replay of the Super Bowl. Kansas City Chiefs at San Francisco. San Francisco's favored by 1 point. I think they have that primarily because they're at home, and I think this will be the Chiefs' first loss. So I am going to go ahead and take San Francisco, and I think it's going to be. And Tina says she's going to take Kansas City. Okay. Little competition there. The next game, the New York Jets against the Pittsburgh Pirates. For some reason, the Jets are favored. I don't know why. Probably because of the Aaron Rodgers factor. And plus, they got a new wide receiver there. I forget what team. The Bills got theirs from, was it Sanford? I'm not sure. Oh, you're going to take the Jets? Okay, you're beating me to the punch. I'm taking Pittsburgh because it's a home game for Pittsburgh, and I think they're going to be tough. And let's see if with Russell Wilson. So Tina's taking the Jets. And our first of two Monday Night Football games, the Baltimore Ravens against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going to take the Buccaneers. Or no, I'm not going to take – I'm going to take the Ravens. I'm taking Baltimore. This is down in Tampa Bay, and Tina's going to take Bucs. I want to change it, but I think I'm going to take – can the Bucs win it? Of course. But something tells me Ravens are favored 3.5. I think they might be able to get it done. So we're going to go with Baltimore. And Tina's taking the Bucs. I think you usually take the Bucs, don't I think, Tina? I believe. So let's see, Bucs. Okay, and our last one, I'm not really yeah, you're a Buck fan. Yeah, okay, you're Tampa Bay. Los Angeles Chargers at Arizona. Now, Arizona, I'm going to take Arizona. I think the Chargers can win that, but I think Arizona at home is going to be. I think they're like Seattle. I think they play a good game. And Tina says Chargers. Okay. Okay, so LA Chargers, and those are our picks. And let's see, that's it on the tote board there. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Put that down. And I don't know, is Ted Hicks still here? Let me see. Let's see, we have 47 minutes. Wow, okay. So we covered all the bases. We only have a few viewers, but that's not bad. Let me see if I'm not sure of Viking games. You want to make a change, Tina? You can make if you decide to make a change, you let me know. Just DM me before tomorrow night's game and I will change it. No problem, okay? You don't, that's the which game is it? That's Minnesota. The Detroit Lions in Minnesota. I took Detroit, and yeah, you took the Vikings. You want to change? If you want to change it to Detroit, just let me know. I'm thinking about changing it myself because I don't know. That's going to be a good game. That will be one of the good games. Let's see. Again, the good games going down the list. Houston and Green Bay, that's one. Detroit and Minnesota, that's two. And Kansas City at San Francisco, that'll be three. And then Baltimore at Tampa Bay. There's four good games. I took Detroit, but want Viking. Oh, okay. Yeah, you I got you down. Let's see. Let me make sure. You want the Vikings now? Yeah, I think you got the Vikings. Oh, you want to change it to the Vikings? Okay, you want so you want me to change it to the Vikings. Okay. I'll change it to Minnesota. Okay, I will do that for you. Tina has Minnesota instead of Detroit. Nothing wrong. It's I'm thinking about it, but I like Detroit. I like Minnesota, but I like Detroit a little bit more as far as that goes. No problem, Tina. No problem. Let me see. We got a few minutes here. Let me see if we can get. No, we don't want that. Let's see. Cancel that. We got a few minutes here. Copy invite. Let me see if. $10.16.2000 2024. Let's see if he can. Okay, I sent Ted Hicks. I'm gonna see if he can come up for a few minutes because we still have a few more minutes here, and then we're gonna go ahead and end the broadcast and stuff. Let's see if Ted comes up here. We'll give him a few minutes here. See if he comes. He might be busy. Let's see. Let's see if he comes up. But I'm sort of happy with what I'm seeing with the football so far. It's been good. I'm having fun watching the football. So, but this last week, it's probably was the dullest week so far. And we're going to have those days. We're going to have those days. I know what I can find while we're waiting for. Let's see. Let me go to because I posted over the Buffalo Bills. They acquired a Amari Cooper. Traded the Bills to get an A for upgrading. According to CBS Sports, Amari Cooper's trade upgrades the wide receiver core in the for the Buffalo Bills. And let's see, does that say two? Oh, that two is okay. So Denver, Devont Adams wasn't the only big name. He's the one. Devont Adams, that's the guy that went to the Jets. Wasn't the only big name wide receiver to land an AFC East on Tuesday, hours after the Las Vegas Raiders star reunited. Oh, okay. Las Vegas Raiders star reunited with Aaron Rodgers on the New York Jets. So it was from the Las Vegas Raiders, Devontae Adams. But the Buffalo Bills acquired five-time pro Amari Cooper from the Cleveland Browns, giving Josh Allen a new number one target. So supposedly this is supposed to fill the so-called void that the one wide receiver that went to Diggs, I guess his name is, that went to Houston. I wasn't too impressed with them last year, but which side won the Cooper deal? Which side won the Cooper deal, which gave Buffalo's remade receiver core the most accomplished member yet? They just talk about the trade there. So that was a big trade there between Cleveland and Buffalo. They've got some picks that they can get, and the same thing with Devontae Adams. That's supposed to that might, we'll see this Sunday. He's not cleared to play yet, from what I hear, but I would imagine Devontae Adams for the New York Jets will be playing Sunday night. And we'll see how he works with Aaron Rodgers. I guess they go back a ways and such. So that was the other big news there. And on the day they traded for wide receiver Amari Cooper, the Bills announced they would release wide receiver Marcus Valdes-Scantling. So I'm not sure where he's going. So they did drop and I guess the wide receiver the Bills will be getting, it's well within the salary cap as far as that goes. So let's see, we have nobody over on X. Okay, everybody else is someplace else there and stuff. Okay, that's cool, no problem. Let's see. We give Ted a few more minutes, and now I'll be coming up in an hour, so we'll cut it short. I'm not sure, he might be busy, so and Tony's busy doing something, so that's cool. So next week I'm going to have you up, Tina. Okay, you can do her picks. For the people that are watching, Ted Hicks, Tony D, Tina, let's. I'll get you just before bedtime. We'll see your bedtime face, right? No, you can you don't have to put them. I'm just having fun. But these are the individuals that are taking part in the main thing for this Wednesday night thing is I like picking the games beforehand. So I've expanded it where these individuals are playing along with me. I don't play fantasy football. That's too involved. I used to play it way back when it first started on Yahoo and stuff, but I got away from it. I did play it for a brief time when I was still working. It was actually me and two of my coworkers. We got together because it was a money league, a big time money league. Just to get into the league, you had to pay $250. So we split it between the three of us. And I was in it for a couple of years. We won some money. Well, I think it broke even. And, it's a little bit, I didn't really have that much say because I didn't want to because my one coworker, he was really good at football picking and stuff like that. So knew the individuals. And that's the thing when you play fantasy football. You got to know the individuals. I used to do that, but I don't get that in depth on the football. I like watching the football play. The football play is very unique to see. I may favor a team, but there's sometimes my team is winning, but I say, you know what? I want the other team to win. Make a comeback. That's the great thing about sports is that to overcome the diversity of what's placed in front of you, and football has all that as far as that goes. Because just when you think it's over, especially this year, there's been a couple close games. Just when you think it's over, it's not over. The old Yogi Bear thing. It ain't over till it's over. And as far as that goes. And speaking of which, the Yankees are supposed to be kicking it off here tonight. Major League Baseball. Let's see. The Mets are 1-1. They're playing. Oh no, the Mets are playing tonight at 8:00. They're down there in New York, so hopefully they win tonight. New York Yankees, they play tomorrow night. They're leading the series. I think it's 2-2. Let's see, 2-2. They're winning 2-0. So, which is pretty good. Last night they had a final of 6-3, so they're winning the series 2-0. And Yankee Stadium's erupted last night after Judge first home run for this postseason. So that's a baseball, just to throw that in there and such. So I guess Ted was just in for a comment, and it looks like he's not available. So with that, we're just going to go an hour, and then that's it. And this is, I got the show in. I was really rushing around trying to get the notes together and stuff like that, because I want to stick to that format. And as far as presenting on my whiteboard, as I call it, and but we got the picks. I put everything on one page there as far as for each week, and it's working out quite well as far as keeping track. And I'm having fun that compiling and stuff, because it helps me get through the day as far as that goes. I usually have this stuff done yesterday. What the heck was it? Oh, I took a nap yesterday. That's right. Did I take a nap this afternoon? No, I didn't take a nap, because when we got back, I was busy doing other things. I was playing PUBG Battlegrounds and stuff. I was able to play some games there as far as that goes. So, but I guess that's about it, folks. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left and get our day started. I want to say thank you, Tina, for being in the audience or in the chat. Greatly appreciated. And I want to say thank you to Ted Hicks. He made an appearance in the chat, and we got his picks. And I'm just waiting for Michael Bathurst's picks, which I'll probably get tomorrow sometime. So, okay, folks, Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich, wishing you all well. I hope you enjoy Week 7 of the NFL football as it continues in 2024-2025 season. And you can follow me over there on X, and we'll be seeing you. You all have a great one. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care. See you later, Tina. Thanks again.